South Dakota Senator Mike Rounds serves on Senate Intel and Armed Services and joins us now. Welcome, Senator. Thank you for being with us. John Ratcliffe flew through your committee with an overwhelming vote. What do you expect for Tulsi Gabbard? What do senators want to know or hear from her?
Well, thanks for the opportunity. And look, I think Tulsi's got a path forward. A lot of it's going to depend on how well she does in the open hearing, because she will have three different audiences. She'll have not only the members of the Senate, she'll also have the American public, and she'll have the President of the United States, all who are going to be watching her performance. She's very capable. She's a quick study, and she'll have to show that she has a real grasp of the intelligence process, how to get the right information to the President from literally 18 different sources, and to be able to lay that out in a timely fashion for him. But that's what this is all going to come down to. I think she's got a really good opportunity to make this happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing her work her way through this process. It will be a fair and orderly process.
All right, Kash Patel will have to go through judiciary, but there's obviously overlap between the FBI and the intelligence community. What he did when we worked together was exactly what he was asked to do. He worked very hard at the direction of Chairman Devin Nunes and other members of the committee, and quite candidly, he found things that no one had found before. I never saw any unfairness from him in the 2 years we worked side by side. Where do you think his nomination stands?
I came in thinking that we were going to have a problem, but I can tell you, I met with him. I found him to be sharp. I went and did my own background work as well, asked a lot of questions from people that had worked with him. I have nothing but respect for him. I think he is going to have a real opportunity to move through quickly. They're going to ask some hard questions of him. They're going to ask, what he was doing, how he was doing, what his thought process moving forward, how will he run the FBI, how will he take the politics out of it and so forth. But after meeting with him, I think he's going to do a great job, and I felt very comfortable with him after I had my meeting with him.
All right. The way committees work is not the way the courtroom works. You have a limited amount of time, and I'm not asking you to forecast your questions, but you and I both know when it comes to Tulsi, someone's going to ask about Edward Snowden, someone's going to ask about 702, someone's going to ask about FISA, someone's going to ask about unmasking. What can she do or say to assuage any lingering concerns from committee members who may remain open-minded?
I think what she's going to have to do is explain her transition from being opposed to 702 to being supportive of it, and to understanding just how critical it is. Perhaps as much as 90% of what she will brief the President on will come through the FISA program, through 702. And so what she's got to be able to share is, look, this is what I knew beforehand. This is what I had thought it had done. And then two things happened. Number one, I had an opportunity to really get into to be briefed by the people who were utilizing it and how they utilized it. And the second piece is that there were major reforms made from the time that she had made those comments until now, where there are reforms that have actually helped to take care of a lot of the problems that I think that she had expressed. But I think that's the critical piece for her in this coming, at least from my perspective. I know that some people will ask her, look, you traveled overseas. Who did you talk to? When did you talk with them? And why did you spend so much time with them? I think it's an opportunity for every elected member to be able to go over and to visit with people from other countries, even if you disagree with their point of view. The real question is was your view changed when you met with them? I think she'll be able to do a good job of explaining that. At least she did when she was in my office. And like I say, I think she has a very good path forward, but she will have to perform in the open hearings.
Your colleague, our mutual friend James Langford, told a very compelling story about how 702 literally saved the lives of people in his home state of Oklahoma. I hope people go back and watch that Q&A between he and John Ratcliffe. Senator Mike Rounds from the great state of South Dakota, thank you for your service, and thank you for joining us on a Sunday night.
Thank you for the opportunity.